What's going on, y'all? You already know it's Thierry. I'm back again with another video for y'all, man. So today's video is gonna be about dividends, right? So yesterday's video I talked a little bit about dividends, about certain companies you own that pay dividends and all that good stuff. But today I'm gonna break down what is a dividends and all of that stuff. So like I said, dividends is when a company pays you a percentage of the profit. So 3 things to look for in dividend if you're looking into dividend companies, if that's your thing. I don't solely invest on just dividend companies. I'm more a long-term investor, and I worry about is this company going to grow over time, and how long is it going to be around? I mean, how long is it going to continue to keep growing? But anyway, so the 3 things I look for if I for a dividend play is going to be dividend yield, payment ratio, and dividend growth, and how long have they been paying dividends, right? So these 4 things, 4 things. Let's first talk about dividend yield. So dividend yield is the percentage of the profit they're willing to pay, and the dividend yield is also for the year. So let's say a company has 3.5% dividend yield. That you got to base that off $100. So every $100 invested, you would get paid $3.50 in dividends, and that's going to be for the year. It may be $3.50 broken up 12 times if the company's paying dividends per month. It may be broken up 4 times if it's paying per quarter, and it may be broken up two payments twice a year, or it might be 1 payment. Either way, that's how much is going to be per $100 invested if it's a 3.5 dividend yield. Some companies pay higher, some companies pay lower. So that's in a nutshell what dividend yield is. It's a percentage of a profit per $100 invested. Dividend payout ratio. You could see, so the payout ratio, me typically, even if I'm looking for a company just for dividends, payout ratio, in my opinion, has to be over 70%. The payout ratio is what's the percentage of the time that they're actually going to pay on this dividend. Sometimes they don't pay on the dividends. Sometimes they didn't make that much profit, and they need to keep all that money in-house to, go back into the company, and they're just not paying dividends. So payout ratio, 70-80%. Some companies have dividends, but their payout ratio is about 40-50%. That means you have a 40-50% chance of actually getting that dividend payment. So there's some companies out there with great dividend ratio, 70-80-90% even. Those are great companies. That means they're consistent. They do what they say they're going to. They do what they say they're going to do. Dividend growth now is, you could also look at the track record of the company and see how. So let's say it's 3.5% this year. Next year it could be 3.55. Then after that it's 3.56. Over the years, have their dividends going up as their profits is also going up. So this is dividend growth over time. Is the dividends, if the amount of dividends they're paying growing over time? I mean, like I said, some people like dividends, but in my opinion, if they're paying more dividends, that's less money going back into the company to grow, and for you to get, for the real investment you made, the original cash investment you made, for that money to grow. I'd rather that money grow than the dividends, in my opinion. And then we have to see dividend payment over time, which is 4th. Some companies have literally like an 80, 70, 90 year straight of dividend payments. Those are consistent, great companies. Those are who you want to get with. You don't want to get with a company who paid dividends 15 years, they didn't pay dividends for 2, and all that good stuff. Like, no. You want long, consistent dividend payments. You want dividend growth over time. You want a good payout ratio, and you want a good dividend yield. Now, after me explaining all of that, I want to also play, do not get caught up in the dividend trap. Some companies offer dividends because that's the only way they can get investors. So I'm not going to say a company name, but there's a company that, let me rephrase that. So long story short, certain companies, let's say company A is $30 a share, right? $30 a share, but they have a 6% dividend yield. That means for every $100 invested, which will equal you like 3-point-something% shares, you will get 6% dividend yield, which is $6 for every $100 invested. But let's say their dividend payout ratio is 70%, but excuse me, their company growth over time hasn't grown, or if anything, you've lost money. So you put $100 into this company, and in 5 years, your $100 is worth between $98 to $103. It hasn't really moved, but you're making $6 a year. Is that really worth it? I don't think so, in my opinion. That's just me. Because I believe there's so much other plays you could make in the stock market, or there's so much other companies you could buy that are in better financial situations, that $100 in 5 years could have turned into $150, and you could have made 3% dividend yield on 3% dividend yield instead of 6%. I believe in long-term growth over time. Some companies I do invest in just for dividends, but that's not my major thing. Or some companies I've bought stocks in, I completely forgot they pay dividends. And it's like when the dividend payment come in every quarter or every month or whatever, that's like, oh yeah, I forgot this company pay dividend. But my most important thing is I'll go look at how much have the company been grown over time. That's what's most important. How is your money actually growing? Is it gonna be here for a long time? This is the things I look for. So yeah, so once again, just to run it back, dividend yield is a percentage of the profit that they're making, and is based on $100 investment. So 3.5 mean $3.50 paid over a year. 3.5 mean $3.50 paid over a year per $100 investment. Could be broken up into months, quarters, every 2 months. Dividend payout ratio is what's the chances of that company actually paying on its dividends. You want to stay closer to the over 70 to 80% range. And then we have dividend growth. Have that dividend payment grown over time? Whereas the 3.5 was it at one point with 2.5, and they have consistently grown and made more money. So in other words, they have raised their dividend payment, how much they're willing to give back to investors. And then how long has that company been paying dividends? Like I said, man, don't fall for that dividend trap. Just because a company paying high yield dividends don't mean they making money. They might just be giving back your money, basically. So you want to be in a company. If you don't do dividend growth, you want to get to kill two birds with one stone. You want to be in a company that's making money and also going to give you that dividend payment, if that's your play. But I'd rather focus on long-term growth. Long-term growth is better over time. That's just what I feel like. And yeah, long-term growth is better, in my opinion. Of course, you're going to have those dividends plays also. But yeah, long-term growth is more important than dividend growth. Dividend growth is still important. I'm not saying it's not. But like I said, it's what's more important to you. Some companies I'm invested in do only for the fact that I'm getting paid in dividends. It's a good, consistent dividends. The money's not growing as big as my money's not growing as big over time than a company that just focuses on growth. Think of it this way, right? If you're making money and you're giving back that profit to your investors, that's less money that's going back into the company to grow the company. So would you rather have a bigger company over time, or would you rather have a company that grows? Would you rather have a company that grows at 30% every year, or a company that grows at 10% every year because it's paying back dividends? Like, I'd rather a company that's 30% growth over time. Because think of it this way: if you own multiple shares, you could always sell a couple shares and get back more money than you would have got through the dividend payment program. So that's just my opinion. Love y'all. We could all win with stocks, man. Just be consistent, and there'll be a lot more videos coming. I'm trying to keep them coming for y'all, man. I just want everybody to get educated. This is not talking down to anybody or anything like that. I just want everybody to understand what's going on. This is a free market. Anybody can go buy stocks. Anybody, no matter what color your skin, no matter your height, no matter your shape, no matter if you got $10 or no matter if you got $100,000, you could buy stocks. It's like nobody can tell you no, you can't buy stocks. So I love y'all. I just want to see y'all win, be successful, stay focused, grind every day. And yeah, man, do your thing, man. Y'all be great. Love y'all. Peace.